Hello, how you doing today, sir?
Yes.
Pretty good.
I'm all right.
We're with Amazon. I'm just joking. We're not with Amazon.
Okay, you're not with Amazon.
No,
Yes.
we used to be with Amazon. That was a couple years ago. So my name's Will, and this is Noel. We're with Lumio. Have any of our guys come by to talk to you about the projects going on? I'm sure you've seen a couple neighbors making the switch over to solar. We're just coming by to see if you guys have gotten the numbers or if you guys have qualified for the program yet.
Them. Sounds really expensive.
That's the old program. So right now you don't pay a penny out of pocket. You start saving month one, and then you get your bill locked in at a fixed rate. And so we're not the ones that actually show you the numbers and everything. We're just like pre-qualifying homes. We look at the power meter and then make sure you guys are using enough energy. And then we would have Elliot come by sometime this week, whenever works for you, and just show you the numbers. Most people usually just want to see the numbers.
Sounds like a bait and switch though, because like normally that's what they'll say. You're not going to pay out of pocket.
Yep.
And then you end up paying money, and you have to get. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you. That's
like I need to do my own due diligence to determine who is screwing me and who is not.
The only one screwing people right now is the utility company. I'm sure you've seen it on the news. And so right now, all we would do is just show you. What was your name, by the way?
I never said.
What was your name?
My name is Michael.
Nice to meet you, Michael. William.
Hi, William.
How are you? And so we would just show you what the house looks like from a satellite view. Just draw a line down the paper, show you apples to apples how much you guys would be able to save with solar. The old program, you used to have to pay $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 out of pocket. Now you literally do not pay a penny out of pocket. It's not a couple $100 here for the permits or for the designs or even for the install. And the first months are actually free. And then you just start saving month one. So, people
I still need to do my own due diligence.
And that's what we do.
So far, the quotes are all over the place.
You know why? Because you got a lot of out-of-town companies coming out here giving ridiculous prices. So we're actually local. We're an in-house company. We're going public, and our whole goal is to be the whole home experience provider for you. We do more than solar. We do home improvement, so windows, roof, insulation. Our whole goal is to elevate the home experience and just create the smartest, energy-efficient home possible. But the tax credit is the biggest catch. That's the reason why people are going solar right now. You want to make sure that you guys qualify for that you have taxable income over $40,000, which I'm sure you do. And then like this person, it was like $15,000 tax credit. And so that goes into the value of the system. So you guys get locked in at a fixed rate. And then again, all you do is you stop paying that electric bill and you start paying a cheaper solar payment. Do you know about how much you guys are paying for electricity right now?
Right now, we're doing really good on our electricity because I locked in a year and a half ago, or over a year ago, at about 10 cents a kilowatt. So I'm good for right now. What I need to do is get things set up for when that's not going to happen.
Correct.
So, because I don't know where they are, but I'm guessing normal is probably 17, 18 cents a kilowatt hour, maybe more.
It's going up, and that's not even including the distribution fees and the delivery charges.
Yeah,
I'm
talking about. I'm all in at about 10 cents a kilowatt.
It's really good. Yep.
At an average, and I could go back and look, but that's where I think I am.
Yep.
And it's all because I made this switch back in May of last year.
Are you guys with Rhythm, or what energy provider do you got?
I'm actually with Frontier. They offered me a year and a half plan, 18 months.
Yep.
And I took it. I was like, and the conventional wisdom is that you want to make your plan kick over to like when your contracts end, to end them in low peak months.
Yep.
And so ours is scheduled to end in November.
Perfect.
Except for that the rise is so high now. I mean, it's like even still, it might be a great time to renew, but it's not going to be the same kind of rate.
Right. Well, the biggest thing too is that with electricity, that's money just like rent money that you never get back. You're just giving that to the Encore, right? The main energy provider that owns the grid. And they're going to be going up a lot. At the end of the day, these guys are a bunch of investment bankers that are about the bottom dollar. And they're already investing in solar farms, and you're going to see that charge on there eventually. But all we're doing is just helping people, take the power back from these corrupt monopoly utility companies, and you can actually own your power. And so when you pay the solar payment each month, of course it's going to be a lot less. But instead of you putting that money into the electric company's pocket, you're redirecting that to a cheaper alternative that builds equity.
Yes, I understand that would be the ultimate goal.
Yep.
Right now, I think we would probably pay more for the solar on a month-to-month basis.
If you pay more, it doesn't make sense. We want to always make sure that you guys save.
I think that where we're at is I want to have an idea of what it is exactly that we need.
Yep.
And see, that's another thing. I don't know where our use is going to be, because we are about to put brand new windows in this entire house.
Okay. So it's going to go down.
What is that going to do to our energy bill?
It's going to save. Yeah, if the home's more energy efficient.
And so we've already got us like a 19-seer air conditioner with a 2-speed fan, 2-speed. So that saved us a bunch of money on our electric, because we're not on a single phase anymore. So that I don't know. I don't know where we're going to be. I think the windows could potentially save us a ton of money.
It will.
And that'll reduce us down, because like right now, our electrical use is, I actually have been, I kind of geek out on stuff.
Yeah, I do too. That's the cool thing about this Enphase app.
I've got a few months of updating to do, but it's my electric worksheet. I updated it back in April, and it was but basically I'm averaging 1109.33 kilowatt hours.
So you need about whatever 11 times 12 is. I'm bad at math, but it's about 12 or 14,000 kilowatts for the year. And so the cool thing too is that every single month where you're producing more power than you're using, you actually get paid for that excess power.
So the average was 1109. The median is 963, and that is going based on data going all the way back to 2017. So that's my summary page.
Yeah.
My high is 1786.96. I've never used more than 1786.96 in the 5 or 6 years I've been charting it. And I've never gone below 678.28.
Okay. So those would be the months we'd be getting paid for your excess power. Because let's say you use
Well, I was told that they don't
buy back?
They don't pay back.
Yep. That's the old program. So the new program, it's a 1-to-1. You actually do get paid for your excess power.
Why would they do that?
Because they're incentivizing homeowners to go solar. And so...
Who is they?
The state of Texas. So
but Encore's being forced to pay you back?
Yes. Yep. And so... With the program right now, it's a 1-to-1. You're grandfathered in for that. And so every single month where you overproduce, you get paid for that. And then if there is a month where you underproduce, like during those high summer months, then that's where you're pulling from those extra credits, kind of like rollover minutes on the cell phone. So you've already got all the kilowatts. So all we would need to do is just find a time for our solar specialist to come by for 20 minutes and walk you through the program. Would you have any opening? I think we're kind of booked up tonight, but would you have any opening like tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon?
I don't know if I have time tomorrow morning or afternoon, because I've still got to figure out about doing I've got a truck that's been in the shop for almost a month.
Wow.
And they're trying to get it back.
Yeah.
I gotta work on that in the morning. That's what I'm gonna try to do, is get my truck back.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the hardest part about our jobs is timing, because life's busy and crazy. But
I'm okay with you, talking about this,
putting the report together.
But like, there's a couple of things that I definitely want to know. As I know that a lot of it has to do with the western sun.
Yes, sir.
I do not want to kill this tree.
No, it's a great tree. Yeah.
I don't. So whatever is done, I don't want to. I don't want to mess with this tree too much. And I'm afraid that if you cut a bunch of limbs off, it's going to get uneven, and weather could possibly blow it down.
We could probably put it on the back. So if you see these guys, you see how it's more yellow right here on the back. So that's where we put the panels, right? And so
but the back is facing north.
Is it? So maybe we could put them on this side?
This is a south. This is the south side.
So you'd probably want them on that side. That's the south side of the roof, right?
This is the south side of the roof. The side that we're looking at.
Yeah.
This is the south side.
And that's west right there.
And west, you see where the sun is coming right there is west. So it's kind of south.
You're getting sun all day. So what we could do is build this report for you, and then drop by and walk you through it.
This is north, right here. Due north, right? Is this way.
Yep.
That way. So this, I guess from like trying to do the best of saying what it most faces. It faces mostly south. I guess is the way we would put it.
Well, let's do this. We have an appointment we got to go to with your neighbor Mary at 7 o'clock. And
Mary who?
Mary, I forget what her last name is, but I know we're going to go meet with her at 7 o'clock.
Is she on this street, or is she on one of the other streets?
Pinehurst.
She's on Pinehurst.
Yep.
Okay.
And so what we can do is just find a time that works for you. You're saying tomorrow's pretty busy. We're booked up the rest of the night. Do you think like tomorrow evening, like maybe around the same time, like 6:30 tomorrow?
Like what I would say about it is let's talk about what your proposal is, and or why you think that that's a good proposal. I know that a lot of these other fly-by-night people have come by through here, and I've sent them um, um, my electrical use, and like they talked about, you know, wanting to try to have me. I think a lot of it's going to be about timing, because like I don't know that I want to install it before and start making payments on it until I want to use up my electric bill right now, because I know the interest rates are probably going to be something like about 6%.
Sooner you make the switch, the faster you can start saving, and then with Frontier, we can buy you out of that contract.
But
and
I
you
don't
pay a
want to
penny.
be bought out of the contract, because my contract is going to be better than whoever I go with.
Mm-hmm. So with solar, if you're not saving money, then it doesn't make sense. But the biggest thing again too is like, instead of renting your power, and that's probably going to be, you know, almost $1,000 from now until November, especially with the summertime usage. With solar, you could put that money back into your house versus renting it. But even if you do qualify, we still don't know if the house is a good fit. That's where we have to like help you out with submitting your application, see if they approve it. And if they do, it's a no-brainer. They've made it make sense logically in every single way to go solar. And then it's just a matter of timing, you know. So what we can do is build that report out for you. You mind if I grab a picture of that energy usage so that we can put that into the system?
Okay, say what now?
Do you mind if I take a picture of that month-to-month kilowatt usage?
I can send you the whole thing.
Yeah, perfect. Let me shoot you a text right here so you got my number. What's your number?
Okay. My mobile number.
Mm-hmm. And your name one more time?
My name is Michael.
Michael. Cool. And then I'm gonna send you our website too. We are one of the best for sure, because like I said, we're not just a fly-by-night company. You know, we really do want to make sure you have a good experience, because, you know, the warranties are going to cover you with the roof, with the system, as well as the production. So we're always going to ensure that you guys are producing enough power for your home so that you're 100% solar and not getting double billed, because that's where a lot of companies fail, is that you're still getting the electric bill. So we'll show you exactly how much energy the panels are going to use. They're 400 watt panels, and with your energy usage, you'll probably need anywhere from like 20 to 22 of them, I would guess.
You can try to see if you can get access to that.
Let me see.
That's the Google document that I've.
Oh, you're on top of it, Michael. Nice. Okay, so we've got that kilowatt. So yeah, using a lot of energy.
Well, that's going back to 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to go back to you're on sheet one.
Oh, nice.
2017, 2020, 21, 22.
Let's look at 2021. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. And then 150, 160.
But that was before I switched. I switched in May.
Okay.
Or roughly May. So my first bill should have gone down, started going down. And right there's my price per kilowatt hour. See how much it went down? Mm-hmm. So I was going like I'm at 9 cents a kilowatt hour, 10 cents a kilowatt hour, and that's actually using math. Mm-hmm. Not the regulatory charges off to the side or whatever. That's my actual kilowatt hour,
all of it,
based on the bill that they sent me divided by the kilowatt hours showed that I used.
Yep.
So that's where I'm at last year, and that's where I'm at so far this year, and I still got to update it. I need to do that.
Well,
my prevailing thought is that I need to have a plan in place to offset the increase I'm going to have. But for right now, I'm paying less than anybody else is for my electricity.
You're doing good.
And I don't know that I want to screw with that.
Yeah. Well, look.
So like my plan would be to find out the best installer, the best people for it, and actually one of the other things that I would really like to be able to do is to basically protect myself from anything that could happen in the future, where they just arbitrarily, whoever they is, decides to cut everybody off.
Right.
Oh well, we're not going to do power anymore.
Yep.
You know, that's a big concern to me. We actually never lost power during the snowpocalypse.
Really?
So never did.
Nice.
But because we found out we were tied in with the same one the hospital is. But
that makes sense.
But if they start going the route that they keep going down, they could just. It sounds like that they might want to.
Well,
Shut
yeah,
you off.
and you see what they're doing. They're asking people to use less power, so that's where people are able to get a couple different options with either a Generac
Right.
or the Powerwall. But
that's
those are
not-
all things that we can show you.
I'm not sure that they're trying to make the most reliable forms of our energy unreliable.
What do you mean?
Meaning that if the way that I feel like they're wanting to go is they're basically going to say thou shalt not use natural gas, thou shalt not
Right.
use oil.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Well, that's a problem
Mm-hmm.
because we heat our homes with natural gas in this community. This entire community is natural gas.
Yep.
We cook our food with our natural gas.
Mm-hmm.
I run my clothes dryer with a natural gas clothes dryer.
Mm-hmm.
All of those things, I'm worried. So, like, I would love to buy a natural gas generator. I'm not dropping 10 grand on a natural gas generator if with the way that the environment's going. I think they're making a stupid mistake. Natural gas is some of the cleanest energy we have. But,
Cleaner than the sun?
well, it's not cleaner than the sun.
Yeah.
But how much energy does it take to manufacture solar panels?
So right now, nothing changes, right, with the house. You just, instead of pulling from the grid, you're pushing back to the grid. But
Right,
it doesn't take more
I'm
energy.
saying, how much energy does it take to manufacture a solar panel in China?
Well, first of all, they're not from China, right? They're American-made, German-engineered. They're made in San Antonio, so they're very good,
They
durable
are made
panels.
in Texas?
Yeah, manufactured here, German-enginered.
Okay, well,
so
we'll talk about that.
they're very durable panels. We can
But
show you
still,
all the
okay,
spec
so
sheets.
how are they, when you say they're made, they're not just assembling them.
Yeah,
You're saying that they are made from the rare, the whatever the earth minerals are. They're not shipping raw components and like the Tundra is made in San Antonio. They're not 100% American.
Right.
Yes, they're made in San Antonio, but the part may come from Japan. Another part might come from China.
Yep.
There's that other little thing in the bottom of the little sheet.
Yep. Michael, they're all good questions. At the end of the day, I'm just the guy that, sets
All
up the
right,
time
we'll-
for Elliot to come by.
Yeah,
He'll
I
answer
understand.
all your questions.
Share that out, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts
Yeah.
are about that.
You wanna do-
The bottom line, though, is that we would like to explore the ability for whatever solar we end up doing to actually allow us to go off the grid as much as possible.
Yes. Yep.
I would at least enough of it to be able to power the things that matter the most. The thing that we need to have power for is our freezers and our refrigerator.
Yep.
And I was looking at what are they called?
Generator? Generac?
Powerwall? Not a generator. The jack, something jack. Jackery?
Okay.
The jackeries where you have like the little solar panels and they charge up the jackeries.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to buy like the most expensive one to maybe possibly power a refrigerator and a freezer.
Yep. So,
Maybe. And I was like, well, that's not enough.
So again, we're gonna look at exactly the energy usage, and then we know that life happens. Looked like you had a bodyguard in there. I don't know how many kids you got, but you guys are probably gonna start using more energy. So we're gonna show you like 2 different options with like add an extra 2 or 3 panels, so you guys can actually take more advantage of the program with the buyback program. But would you want to do tomorrow at like 6:30 or 8:30? You think 6 or 8?
Probably needs to be. 6:30 is probably fine.
So same time tomorrow. So we're gonna have Elliot come back tomorrow. He's really good at what he does. You'll love him. He's helped a ton of people out here in Taylor and all across Austin go solar. And again, it's either gonna be a 20-minute conversation walking through the program or a 2-minute conversation saying, hey, it doesn't make sense, the tree, or you guys aren't using enough energy. But I do think it'd be a good fit.
Come up with a plan in 24 hours?
It takes about an hour to generate the report, and then we usually sit in home with people like 6-7 times a day. So he's pretty busy tonight and then tomorrow morning. But tomorrow I do know there's two times available at 6:30 and 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna say here, Elliot will come back tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And then is it your wife's here too?
She should be here.
Cool.
I think she should be here.
And then just let her know, no decision to make. We're just giving you the information, putting you guys in the driver's seat, and then.
Well, what is the turnaround if you were to pull the trigger on something? When would you come to install?
So it's a little bit of a process. We got to make sure that, of course, makes sense first, that you guys approve, which I'm sure you would. They're going to look at the trees, doing a radiance report, do a little site survey, and at that point, then they would turn in the permits. Usually, that comes back in about a week and a half. At that point, we get you the CAD design, and then it's up to you to go for it or not.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. And then after CAD design, then what?
Then you would do an interconnection agreement with the utility company where they set you up with the buyback program. And then from there, we come out, we install an inverter, the micro inverters on every single panel. And you'll see all the spec sheets and LED canister, all that tomorrow. But they put an N-phase box on the side of your house. And you said you kind of like geek out on the energy, so it's kind of cool. You can see exactly how much power you're using and how much the solar produces every single day. And you'll get an app on the phone. So it's with N-phase, and that's our partner.
Okay.
So, what is your email address too, Michael? Awesome. All right. Well, it was great to meet you. I look forward to having Elliot come by tomorrow.
Okay.
Any questions you do have, just make sure you write those down. And then I know life gets busy. You got to get your truck tomorrow. So if you do want to reschedule, just let me know. But we'll plan on being here tomorrow at 6:30. Okay. And again, just like a 20-minute conversation and walk you through the program, and hopefully it works out.
Okay.
Awesome. Great to meet you, brother.
Yeah.
Have a great night. God bless.